I already have it made, and you guys can use this jig if you guys want to do that. Okay, so since I have my jig, and this is 4x6 paper that I cut out, the two cover sheets a little bit sturdier than the middle, of course, so everything's just cut out. And what I'm going to do is, just to keep everything together, I'm going to clip it with the binder's clip at the end of where you're not going to punch through holes, and just have everything just lined up, just so we can keep it together. I'll just do that since I have this as my jig, and I could probably, well, I've got that one. I'm just going to go ahead and just line this up, and I'm going to go ahead and punch the holes from the jig through. And you can use whatever paper or whatever size. I know the other ones are a little bit larger, but the more paper you have, you kind of have to go in a little bit harder onto with your awl. If you guys have any questions, just don't be afraid to ask.
Are you going straight across or up and down? I can't see.
Oh, sorry. I'm just zigzagging it.
Oh, okay.
And since I have it together, you can always come back, see some of the holes didn't go through since I didn't go in too deep, so you kind of have to make sure they're punched in all the way. And also it's because I think I have a lot of loose leaves of paper. I think I have like 12 sheets that I'm using. I think the other awl he had, the scratch awl he got from Home Depot, would work best for something this thick.
Is there kind of a max capacity, the number of sheets of paper you can go through with an awl to get to the other side, that you, so you don't have to come back and do it from the back side?
It depends on your awl, how strong you are, or how you want.
Or the paper?
Yeah, the paper. Yeah, whatever you guys can do with it, all works out. And I'm just gonna go back and punch in the same holes just back through. Hopefully that will be a little bit easier for when you sew in. Since some of these you have to go multiple times in the same hole when you're sewing, you do want it to be a little wider. And you can always widen the hole with your needle when you're sewing through. I think I got those through. Okay, and then we're just gonna get our thread. Let me just try to get this out. And for this, I'm just gonna go and get it a couple times just to make sure I have enough thread, since we are probably going to go multiple times through, just to be safe. Because it's better to have more thread than to be cut short. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start on this hole.
Where the front is, I can't
It's
see
right
the end.
here.
So
Yeah.
back to front?
The
or front
top
to back?
hole.
Yeah, just top hole on your right. And it's gonna be a little bit tough trying to get that through. And I'm just gonna keep that out.
You're going to go across it,
Mhm.
not across.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go across, if I remember how to do this correctly. And then we'll come back through the other way.
I go to thing, huh?
Okay. Let me see how I want to do this. Well, let's just go across. If I mess up, then I'll kind of redo it again. I haven't done one of these in a while, but I think I remember how I
Let's see
did
what
it.
you just did.
And just to go back across.
You're filling in the empty spots from the back side?
Yeah.
So you did a running stitch and now you're going
Mhm.
back the
Yep.
opposite way.
And that way all the spots would be filled. And then we'll come back and fill the other spots. And if, I guess you guys, John showed you the other one of, I guess, the one you guys did yesterday.
Mhm.
And you can always fill up all the spots all the way through too. I think I should have enough thread. I'm gonna go ahead and tie this off real quick. And then we're going to go back through the same hole that I just tied in. Then we're going to do the triangles real quick. And of course when you go through, you just have to be careful. Not to like pinch in those threads and then you catch them. I think it becomes a little bit easier when your paper is bigger. I'm using
Can you just hold up what you're doing?
Yeah.
Because I can't.
it's just going to come through. And if you have to, you can actually join up everything and you're just going to catch all the holes.
And what are we calling this?
It's just a different type of, it just has pattern in it with the Japanese stab bindings. And you could pretty much make up your own pattern you want with it. So I just went in through. I'm gonna form these triangles on top, and then these are gonna have kind of like these, I guess, trapezoids on the other side.
So the one we did yesterday went over the
Yeah.
went
At the top.
on the top and on the side.
Whoa.
And again, this is one of the teams that you can do it a whole bunch of different ways.
Yeah,
The same pattern of holes.
there's really no wrong way to do it,
Okay.
as long as you get whatever pattern you really want with it. We'll go back this way.
Is it less sturdy than if you go around the outside of it?
Oh, around here? Actually, that makes it more a stronger, I guess, structure of the book. But that's also like aesthetically, if you want to. Like, if you want it to look like that, you can. Oh, I think I caught some of that. And also because the holes that I made were kind of really tight, it just becomes a little difficult with this going through. So I have that. Go. So if you want to, you guys can get real creative of how you guys want to kind of sew this in together. And I think I caught some of that thread through. Yes, but as long as it doesn't come undone, it should be fine. Try to make this hole bigger.
I can tell you're a thread efficient guy.
Yeah. I think it came right to it. And then we're just going to try to form this last triangle through. And then we'll just tie it out. I'm hoping this is enough thread. It might be a little bit short. And if you have to, you can always go through like the triple amount of like thread into the same hole just to get the design you want.
You could do two colors.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I think it barely might have enough for it. So you just want to give yourself enough thread. And this is just an idea of what you guys can do. You can always, you know, make whatever pattern you want. You just got to make sure you're going through the right holes, right time, I guess. But just be, just kind of plan it out. And it's all by trial and error, of course. Or you can always look up just different patterns you can do for the Japanese stab bindings. And this is just one.